Hey, what's up everyone? Today we're going to be checking out Ampcraft 1992 in the full mix. So sit back and enjoy. Alright man, welcome back. So as you can see, I have a session of Reaper opened up with a full multi-track session of these files I downloaded from Frightbox Studio, Bobby Torres, for me to try out and practice on. So today we're going to be looking at the new Kazrog Ampcraft 1992, which is a simulation of a Peavey 5150 Mark I. And supposedly it's supposed to be like dead on the same sound and everything, even though I've been watching a lot of videos and people state that the plugin is just a touch more fizzy than the original, but nonetheless in the full mix they sound very damn close. So I'm going to show you what I have going on real quick and that'll conclude the video. So my master track, as always, running the SSL channel strip 2 EQ section, running into this bus compressor to tighten everything up, glue everything up at about a 3:1 compression ratio. Going into the Meg EQ4 tonal EQ. Going into this imager by Ozone. Then going into this limiter by Ozone. And then finally I use this loudness meter just to see where I'm at. Alright, so as you can see in this mix, there's quite a bit of tracks. So these right here, from this section all the way to here, are all the drums that are that were bounced out from the original. So here's the drum bus 1 that I have going on. When we're running into this drum strip, a little bit of smash and grab parallel compression and an L2 limiter just to tame the peaks so it doesn't go into the red. Right, and what I have going into that bus is the kicks, the snares, and toms. So let's look at that kick real quick. Right here I have it going into a Pro Q3 EQ. It's about high pass at about 41 hertz, low pass at about 8,000 hertz. Then I dip down at about 300, 400 hertz. Pretty big dip. Going into this townhouse compressor just to give it more oomph. And then basically all these parts right here, I applied high pass and low pass filtering using Pro Q3EQ on all of these. Then I have the symbols right here, overheads, room, going into another bus, where I'm just using it just pretty much for leveling. And these also have, you know, EQs on them. I don't want to go through each one, but each one of these things is low pass and high pass accordingly. So moving on to the bass guitar, I have an instance of Neural Dsp Parallax, as I always use. I really like this plugin a lot. It's pretty much this arc reactor preset, which I like using a lot. Here's the cab section for it. Running into Pro Q3 EQ, where I'm high passing at 68 hertz, low passing at about 3800 hertz, and I bumped it up at about 1100 hertz. Just let it cut through a little bit. Going into this Purple Audio MC77 compressor as well. Then I have a duplicate bass track right here, where again I'm going into Pro Q3 EQ, and then I'm using Mammoth to give it that nasty distorted sound, if you will, blended together with Parallax. I really like how that sounds. All right, let's move on to the guitar bus. I have two guitars. They're playing 100% left and right. Going into this guitar bus, from high passing at 100 hertz, low pass at about 6400 hertz. Going into this Kazrog Ampcraft amp sim. So as you can see, it's pretty much identical to the real amp, you know, other than, you know, this stuff obviously. But you have your input and your output like any other amp sim. You have your preset section right here. This is my own preset that I made. Right, where you can save them and do whatever you like. So you have your high gain and normal gain input right here, like the real amp. This right here changes from rhythm to lead channel. So if you plug into this normal gain, it's like a -6 dB reduction that you can use like to get nice clean tones, if you will. Right? So I'm running on the lead channel, but you know, it has a rhythm channel as well. All right, crunch, bright switch, obviously, like the real amp. These are my settings that I have going on. You know, you have your EQ section right here, low, mid, and highs. Your post gain for your rhythm, and post gain for your lead. And then your resonance and presence controls. So it comes with this noise gate, which is like a Dsp decimator noise gate pedal. Then it comes with some drive pedals, like this one right here that I'm using, which is a 433. But you also get, you know, your regular old 2 screamer. You get this Boss HM2 clone pedal, if you will. And then you get this I forget, Horizon device drive, but yeah, I'm using this one right here for this mix, right? And the cab section, this thing is like loaded with impulses that you could choose from. For this mix, however, I'm using this one right here, which is a 4x12 57 edge, whatever. And on this side, it's a 121 mic blended. All right, so that's what's going on right there. All in all, I really do like this amp. Pretty nice. After that, I'm going into another Pro Q3 EQ, where I'm doing low passing and high passing, and I'm notching out stuff I don't like. Finally, going into this Pro MB multi-band compressor, where I'm taming the palm mutes, and I'm also taming a little bit of highs as well. Going into this Pultec EQ, if you will. These are my settings. I like using this a lot. If you watch my videos, you'll see it all the time. Moving on to this soft tube Wise MM1 maximizer, set to a transparent setting. These are my settings. Finally into a fat filter Pro L2 limiter, just to bring up the volume a little bit. So that's pretty much it for my guitar bus, even though it seems like a lot. And there's people that say, well, why can't you do your mixes with like less plugins, right? I can, but I don't want to, so I don't. Because yeah, I just do things like as they come to my mind. There's like, I don't have this book that everything is dictated, like how to do stuff exactly. I mix and master according to what I hear. So I use plugins whenever I feel that I need to. So that's why I use what I use. Everyone does it differently, you know what I mean? You know, you get 10 people that make sausage. Each one is going to have a slightly different recipe. But at the end of the day, it's still sausage. Okay? So that's that. And then over here, there's a solo stem, which again is different from a DI. It's already affected. It already has the tone and everything already captured. So that's all I did is I just EQ'd it a little bit, bumped up some frequencies up here. And then I'm using this side widener plugin from Joy Sturgis Tone, just to make it a little bit wider, you know what I'm saying? And then into this Ultra Maximizer. Again, just to control the peaks. That's that. Then at the very end, there's 2 clean guitars that you hear. And again, just some EQ. All right. That I put on there. And again, I'm using this plugin once again. Same with this last track right here. All right. As you can see. So I just showed you, you know, 24 tracks with a ton of plugins running, right? Some people might disagree that you need them. Some agree that you need them. But basically the key takeaway is I'm only using like maybe, I don't know, 12 to 14, 15% CPU. And again, on some computers, you cannot run a mix like this. You'll crash, or you'll be running into like 70% range. But again, this topic of CPU should be a thing of the past, because CPUs are pretty cheap. I mean, you could get, my computer that I have is a like $1,100 computer, okay? Running an i7. Yeah, I have 128 gigabytes of RAM, SSDs, you know, the M.20 drives. But nonetheless, you know, the computer is the heart of your, you know, of your mixing and mastering station. If you have a shit computer, you can't do certain things. That's what I keep telling people, you know? And I learned that the hard way myself. Because I used to try to run this on the laptop that I had. I could not. It crashes. But now it's awesome. I could run 1 million tracks if I want. I'm not going to crash, no matter how many plugins I use. So, lastly, if you like what I am doing, please consider subscribing, liking, sharing my videos. And please leave me comments. I do read them all. And I always do respond to all of them. And yeah, it really helps grow my channel. And again, as I said it a million times, this is more of a hobby for me, but I wouldn't mind, okay, that this channel gets big. That would make me happy. And the only way that it's going to do that is by you guys. So I do thank you all for watching my videos for almost 2 years, maybe a little more than 2 years. It's awesome. And I got to meet a lot of awesome people along the way. Till next time, another review. You guys stay safe, and I'll catch you later. See ya.